All right, we're here at Smash World Tour East. This was Hollow Weekend over at the Horse Place in Maryland, and we got Wizzrobe versus n0ne. This one's brought to you by turndownforwalt.com. Buy some clothes. Use promo code WALT when you do. It'd be a lot of savings or free shipping or whatever. Just buy a t-shirt. Let's take a look. Another Captain Falcon Ditto, but instead of S2J, we have split embodied. n0ne, Bond, Wizzifan, Edgard, Edward, Ed, and Eddie. This man has range, yet he remains more stoic than a slab of marble. Wizzrobe grew up a bit, finally got his learner's permit, and went to a few school dances, but what he didn't know was that n0ne was chaperoning. This is Group D's for SWT East, which means literally none of this matters, and everyone will still be playing in the main bracket the next day, but I guess it's kinda important because the loser of this set will start the next day bracket in the dumb idiot loser side. The tragedy of it all is that both Wizzy and Wizzifan 109 were placed in the same group together. Sometimes you gotta kill your heroes. Not all heroes wear capes, and not all of them wear shoes during sets either, apparently. Let's get started. Game 1, n0ne ends up coming out on top for this one. Starts us off with a JV2 stock, little stat screen coming up. Active since 2007. Wizzy, on the other hand, active since his inception in 2011, now celebrating his 10th birthday here at the Smash World Tour. Game 2 comes around, run back to Battlefield, and Wizzrobe just completely dismantles n0ne. Big 3 stock coming through, and these two have remained completely still for 2 full games now. n0ne counterpicks Stadium for game 3, real big clencher, but n0ne bullies Wizzy all over the stage and finally takes the game. But at set point for n0ne, it's time for Wizzrobe's secret weapon, Iceman. Ice in his veins, sheesh! Wizzy with a double knee wipe, looks for a third, but now reaching under the table, looks there for a solid 20 seconds, eventually comes back up for air, looks over at n0ne and goes, you know what? I'm thirsty. Stands up, n0ne's like, what's up, dog? Wizzy's motioning like, I want to get some water. n0ne's like, please don't. Wizzy just leaves anyway. Takes the long way around the chair to throw on his AF1s, literally wearing them like slippers, and finally exits the frame. Meanwhile, n0ne leans back in his chair, contemplating life. I'm getting iced in my favorite game. What do I do? Back in 30 seconds, but Wizzy's brought the homie. Wizzside story, snapping in his wheat from melee stats, and just a few seconds later, Gimmer rolls up. Now effectively even in numbers, n0ne, Bond, and Wizzifan up against Wizzrobe, Wheat, and Gimmer, but we legitimately have no idea what they're even doing there. Wizzy just like staring underneath the table as if an eye of Sauron is looking back at him, reaches down, grabs his headset, and makes Gimmer do all the work. Gimmer now looking under the table at God knows what, and Wheat just stands back like, what the fuck is happening? Tries to lean in to see what they could possibly be doing, still has no idea, and just leaves it to the Gims because he always wins. Gimmer stands up, says all is well, and the reinforcements see their way off stage. All the while, n0ne has mastered the ability of sitting so incredibly still that he becomes invisible to the eye. After they leave, Wizzrobe takes almost another full minute before starting game 4, in which he wins but ultimately loses the set in a last stock game 5. Fist bumps coming through, no physical assault here, and that's a wrap. I was on commentary for this set, and I can tell you we legitimately still have no idea what happened or what was underneath the table. All I know is that it took Wizzy 3 full games to notice it, so I hope it was taken care of. If it were me, I'd say that situation looked pretty terrible. And so did Wizzrobe because he lost. Boom! Roasted.